What up, fellow agents? PurePrime here. Today we're gonna talk about the state of the game that just ended, and I'm gonna show you what Cassie holds in store because they changed it after the update TU6.1. Are you ready? Let's go! They opened up with the apologies for, of course, taking so long before they dropped TU 6.1. It took 9 hours instead of that 3 or 4 hours that they promised. So we will get 3 extra keys for the apparel The Silent Night. That's pretty nice. So if you log in before the end of the month, you will get 3 extra apparel keys. And then they talked about the invisible wall problem. I don't have that many problems with it, but there are still a lot of agents bumping up to invisible walls and they're still investigating. The targeted loot system has some problems after the update and they're investigating it. Some of you reported that there was a visual bug with the gear. So for example, you're getting 485 and then if you open up your inventory when you picked it up, it's 500. So they're looking into that. And some of you have problems with Cassie, that she doesn't show you any gear. They're investigating it as well, so an update will come very soon. The Hoarder, of course, the loot guy, will have the new gun for you, the Sleigher. I already got a video for you how to search for him and how to get that gun. And then of course they working on the future. And in my opinion, I'm loving this. And I'm loving that they're thinking about in the future and after episode 3. But yeah, there are a lot of things that we want now, right? We want a raid. We want a lot of other things, but they're working hard on it, guys. And with that, they're working on the UI changes. And this is a future build, so we're talking about after episode 3, way in the future. And as you can see, they changed a little bit of things, and they said the God rolls are coming back. So the God gear is coming back. And what means is that every attribute on your gear can be max 100%. So for example, getting the max weapon damage, getting the max armor and getting the max health just on one piece. So that's very nice. But remember guys, that's for in the future. And that's pretty much it for the state of the game, guys. They didn't mention that much. They talked a little bit about the hardcore mode. They talked about they are working on the 5th character slot, and then you can transfer all your gear and everything over. So yeah, it's a little bit late with this information because a lot of you deleted their 4th character to get a hardcore character. And that may be not the case in the future. So in my opinion, just hold off on hardcore until you can switch over the things. Maybe jump in for all the commendations they have. I will do that for the YOLO cap, for example. But yeah, let's jump over to Cassie. And of course we need to talk to the Snitch first before we can visit Cassie. And Cassie will sell us this Pyromaniac, the named AR with 20.2k damage on there and an RPM of 850. Of course the perfectly ignited on there because it's the Pyromaniac, and then with distance and recharged. In my opinion, these talents aren't that great on this gun, but the damage of 20.2k on my build is pretty decent. Then we have an Alps backpack with 32% skill haste. And that's very nice, where the top is 49, I believe. And look at that armor, guys. The base armor of this backpack is 43.6k. And that's very high. That's a very nice roll of base armor. And of course, because it's a named Alps gear piece, it will have the perfect deck support. And the second talent is hard hitting, that 25% damage to elites. And then they talked about the shield splinterer coming back every week at Cassie. So every week we can buy the shield splinterer at Cassie. They didn't mention if the damage would be higher or the talents would be different. I don't know. But this week's has 20.3k damage and an RPM of 850. That's pretty decent, but in my opinion too low for the shield splinterer. Of course, the perfect optimist on there, stable and in rhythm. And yeah, I'm not loving those talents this week, so hopefully next week it will change into other talents, same damage, or in a perfect world, other damage and other talents. But we will have to see next week. Then we can find a pretty decent knee pads with 302 skill power on there, where the max is around 460, so this is pretty decent. If you don't have skill power this high on knee pads, go to Cassie and you can pick this up. Then Cassie sells us a China Light holster with 28.7k health on there. And that's pretty decent as well. The highest is 45, so it's not at all the max roll. But yeah, it's pretty decent. I know a lot of you guys are new to the game or yeah, bought the game for 20 bucks when Black Friday was here. So if you don't have it, pick this up. And that's it for today, guys. Every week I will do the same. So first state of the game and then Cassie, because Cassie changed after TU6 and her vendor window opens today. Thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to smash that like button and hit that subscribers button. And of course the notification bell. PurePrime out.